Stephanie Investigates by Susan Hartley, illustrated by Lisa Blackshear. Who do you think our main character is going to be? All right, let me scoot this so that we're focused for you and you can read along. Stephanie Jones, also known as Steffi, checked the sign again. It looked impressive. Business should come rolling in. "What do you think, Arch?" she asked. Archimedes rolled over in the grass and closed his eyes. He had better things to think about. Steffi sat inside her office and waited and waited. "Hey, Steph," her friend Nate called, "come to the park with me." "Can't. I've got a business to run," Steffi answered. "Come for a little while. It doesn't look good if you just sit in your office doing nothing." So who do you think our main character is? And what is she going to do? "Good thinking," Steffi said. She left a note on her office. It read, "Out on a case, back later," and she took off. Now, what do they mean by a case? Go ahead and answer that. That's right, they mean like an investigative case, right? They're going to go out on to find a problem to solve. Continuing on. "I'll race you to the lake," Steffi said to Nate. The two set off along the trail. Suddenly, Steffi put on her brakes. I wonder why she put on her brakes. What would cause her to do that? Oh, now I see. "Look at that bird," Steffi said. "It's got some icky stuff on its wings. I think it might be oil." "Let's take it to the wildlife rescue," said Nate. They carefully wrapped the bird in Steffi's jacket and rode off. So now I want you to think about what's happened at the beginning of the story. And now as we get to the middle, are we finding a problem? We found a problem. I wonder what they're going to do. Let's continue. This must be the person. I have to infer, right? Who would this person be? It must be the person from the wildlife rescue. "Yes, it has oil on its wings," said the woman at the Wildlife Rescue Center. "Motorboats often spill oil into the water. The oil gets on the birds." "We can probably save this bird. We have to wash it in detergent several times. Then we'll make sure we've rinsed off all the soap. If we don't, the bird won't be able to float." "Nate," said Steffi, "we've got a mystery on our hands. How did oil get on the bird's wings? Motorboats aren't allowed on this lake. Someone must be breaking a law. We'll have a stakeout and catch the culprit." What does a stakeout mean? And if they catch the culprit, let's use context clues. What would the culprit be, or who would the culprit be? If they're going to catch the culprit must be the person who broke the law, right? Moving on. Nate and Steffi got ready for the stakeout. First, they packed binoculars and a camera. Then they packed some snacks and books and took off. I'm going to pause there so that you can make an inference. Do you think they plan on being gone just a short amount of time, or are they planning on being out for a while? I think they're going to be out for a while too. How do you know that? What was your clue? Well, my clue wasn't the binoculars or camera, but really that they packed snacks and books as well. That means they're probably looking for something to do. If they packed books and snacks in case they get hungry, they're probably going to be out there for a while, aren't they? Nate and Steffi waited in the bushes for more than an hour, but nothing suspicious happened. They ate all the food they had brought. Steffi took some pictures around the lake, but still nothing suspicious happened. We've been here forever. We haven't seen anything except that truck parked by the lake, complained Nate. You can do the stakeout on your own tomorrow. The next day, Steffi saw the truck again. She used her binoculars to get a closer look. A man was putting a big barrel into the lake. That's funny, she thought. She took a picture. So who is our character that's responsible for finding the clues? Definitely is Steffi, isn't it? Let's see if she can put some clues together. Oh, also, I'm going to go back a page. Did you notice the name? Jim's Disposals. That afternoon, Steffi went to the garage with her mom. She watched a man do an oil change. What do you do with the oil? She asked him. We put it in those barrels, then a truck takes the barrels away. Steffi had the answer to her mystery. Would that truck belong to Jim's Disposals? She asked. Yes, said the man. And you can pause me now. What are you thinking? Go ahead and have a discussion. All right, back to the story, turning the page. What had Stephanie realized? What are the clues? Let's keep reading. At home, Steffi looked at the photos she had taken. One of them showed a man rolling a barrel into the water. I wonder where that barrel came from. That's it, Steffi exclaimed. He's putting barrels of oil into the lake. That must be how the bird got oil on its wings. Steffi went to the police station with her mom. You're a very good detective, the policewoman said. That guy probably didn't want to pay the disposal fees. It's lucky you found out before he could do too much damage to our lake. So when something does need to be disposed of, very often it costs a little bit of money to dispose of that correctly. And to avoid paying the disposal fees, the person at the company was dumping it into the lake. They were polluting, weren't they? There we go. The next day, Steffi was at her office with Arch and Nate. She had a new sign. Stephanie investigates. Experienced. So why did she put the sign experienced on there? Or why did Nate help her put the sign on? She did have experience now, didn't she? She was a professional in their eyes, right? She had solved a crime. She had solved a mystery. So Nate was a character that helped her, and she was the main character who found the clues. So thinking about the problem in the story and how they solved the problem, they looked for all of these clues, didn't they? And they and we had to make some inferences along the way.